Monday, September 21st. We're waiting for David to get back with the auger chain for the combine. Gonna get it fixed, get ready to roll.
More wrong than we originally thought.
Yep, this pipe goes up here, tightens your clean grain elevator chain from the top, you adjust it down here at the bottom, and it is broke off. I don't know which broke first, the chain or the pipe. Pipe's fresh, it ain't been broke very long. So anyway, we're going to weld this back together, put a sleeve in it, be as good or better than new. Cut a couple slits to weld this sleeve in the pipe. It won't break in that spot again. Might break down here. It's not going to break up here.
New chains in. Dad's got that back part fixed. It tightens it.
You need to screw that bolt in there a little further, I think.
There's no visual evidence of me and David pulling that heavy chain through there because Dad had one camera and Travis took the other one.
In the meantime, me and Cory, we got set up with the Leroi, and we're spraying off this dryer a little bit. It is kind of a mess. We're blowing it off with the air. Hard to see. Of course, you guys and Cory up there slaving away. Look at all that stuff on the ground flying down. See all that mess? It's raining. Yeah. Woo-woo. That thing was dirty. Here's the old Leroi. Got a diesel engine in it. That is one heck of an air compressor, folks. But I would say we're doing some good. We did have his concrete cleaned off. Anyways, that's what we're up to this morning.
I'll turn this bolt into that just a little bit. Yeah. Why can't I turn it? Oh, yeah.
New chain in.
Couldn't go this little bolt. Yeah.
Now just tighten her up.
Watch yourself on this nearby. You don't see it. You're doing good.
Oh wow, there you get her.
Yeah. You get on there, turn that in there. I want to get it in there. Not full enough.
You can't get that inch in there, garage wrench.
Not yet.
Look at that dirty stuff. Big clumps. Cory's doing a number to her though. Cory, you're doing such a good job.
Thank you, sir.
Sure ain't a clean job, is it?
No. Somebody's got to do it.
That's right. Here I am blowing this off up here. Cory's feeding me the hose. Look at this. Yeah, boy. Woo! Nike. This is called working smarter, not harder. Cory, he's finishing blowing off where we come up underneath there, or empty our hopper bottom. That's overhead hopper there, but the fifth in there. I'm gonna follow him through, so that way we don't have 100 foot of hose. This is the handiest tool on the farm, if you ask me. John Deere skid steer, CT 322.
Well, we're back going. Got her, huh?
Got her fixed.
And back to the field.
It was new.
Good morning. It's not early morning. Bean crew can't start too early. We had a big fog this morning. A lot more than you would expect. It's so dry, the air's been so dry, really dusty. But we're going to get cutting here in a little bit. Still got to put DEF and fuel in the combine and get them all greased up. See if we can find a spot to go. We still don't have just an abundance of real ripe beans, but we're getting there. All the 3-3s are cut.
Well, me and Cory, we've been requested. Our services have been requested. Got the combine back to running. Took no time at all. It's 9:30. I'm getting me a new weight and then rolling out to the field.
The fix worked. We're good going, and we are got that field done. Head to another one, and we are right by some other guys. Right next to Bean Crew. David getting his ready to go. Horse up here running.
Right next to each other.
These are 36A83 Pioneer beans, and they're a little under 13, looks like. They're doing really well, and we got a low spot in this field. Haven't been down there yet. I hope they're dry enough we can get them all. Never know. We'll know when we get there. We got Freeman and airport blocks done yesterday. That's 220, something like that. We got done. So it was a good day yesterday. Didn't have any real major problems. That always helps.
2nd of September, cutting beans on what we call the Sims farm. And there's my dad up there, stopped. Let's hope it's nothing major, maybe just a section broke on the knife. Or let's hope he's not plugged up. So we've had a good start to it. We've probably cut over, we definitely cut over 500 acres so far. Well, I guess I should say here on the Bean Crew we do have 2 combines. One's a CaseIH 9240. Then we got a new Holland 9.9, CR 9.9, yes. I run the Case, and my dad is running the New Holland. I think my preference now, after a little over a year, is the Case. It's a little easier on the maintenance. It's got a few other options, a little bit better, I think. But we bought that New Holland. Pioneer tells us that it does a better job on cleaning, harvesting, threshing, everything for soybeans, which we grow some seed beans for Pioneer. But the Case does a pretty good job too. But what my dad would tell you. He had quite a few problems with that thing last year.
Along a whole lot better with it this year. Last year was first time with it. I'd never been around one, really didn't have it set right. I had an awful time with it. Couldn't get any speed, and it turned out the vanes were still set for corn. That's on top of the rotor. I just didn't have them set right. My fault, you know. It's doing pretty good this year, doing a good job. This thing's got a really long auger. It's a 40-foot head. I don't know if you can tell how far I am away from that truck or not. It takes a little getting used to. First time I turned it on, dumped it on the other side of the truck. That wasn't too good. I'm getting more used to it now. I get it. So, just like everything else, gotta get used to it. And we got a Prairie air reel on our Macdon head. You see those pipes hanging down? That's the air reel. What that does is blows back air, and supposedly will blow the beans back onto the belt instead of losing them on the ground when you're in the short beans. And it'll certainly blow them back there. The air's adjustable, and you can get too much air. It'll blow stuff out the back of the head. So there's plenty of air there. You can turn it down to nothing or up if you want. There is some issues we didn't think about. Those pipes drag through the standing beans, and the pipes themselves will shell out some beans whenever they're, 10-11%. You'll knock some out. We hadn't thought about that. So it's still, I guess the jury's still out. We don't know yet whether we're going to keep it on here or not. I've only been in short beans one time, and it did do what it was supposed to do. Instead of clipping them little short suckers off and them dropping right there on the ground, it'll put them back in the head. So you save some beans there. Okay, my header needs greased. It's a whole lot easier to grease it when it's on the machine. You just get two things better. So I wanted to give you a look at this air reel. This is the tubes, and they do twist some. They're adjustable. But each one of these blows air back on that knife. And it does what it's supposed to do whenever conditions are right. There's the disadvantage of dragging through there. Also, there's a lot more stuff over here on this side to hold up beans. So this side of the reel wraps worse than it did. No doubt about that. And I hope I can still get to the greaser. Yeah, I can. So we'll grease it up. We'll be ready to go for a day or so. We'll have to do it again. Well, we are far enough away from the house that it's going to be impossible for Garrett to keep up hauling in and unloading. It's just too far, too many miles. So we're going to borrow a driver from the Holland Cr. So Travis is going to come and help us haul for a little while today. It'll be a pretty traumatic experience because he and Cory won't be there together for a while. So hopefully not too many tears are shed, and he'll be back soon. So they should be okay.
sitting here waiting. I got a hopper full. There's Dad. Looks like he's just about got a hopper full. We got 2 bean truck drivers today, so that's gonna help speed us along, thankfully. But where we dump beans at my house, we just can't dump very fast. So we gotta wait.
Still here on the Sims farm. We're about to get it done. You can see over here, that's too green. We're gonna have to leave some of that. It's down by the woods. A little bumpy there, which is not too surprising. A lot of it in the low area is just not quite ready. This, where we're at now, if you can see it there, it's less than 10% moisture. That down there is about 25. So, just have to wait for another day. That's what I look at. And you know what? This is as good as it gets. This is my favorite job. I love sitting here cutting beans, as long as nothing breaks. Sometimes breakdowns are no fun, especially in a good crop. It is just a true joy and a blessing to be able to harvest a good crop. One of the advantages of being a farmer. Okay, we've made the road trip all right. We're set to the right farm here. Set here. Put the reel about where we're going to run it. Just forward a little bit. About there. Up a little bit. And tip the entire head forward some. About there. We'll start there. See how that works out. Not a real big rush because they're having some big problems at David's house. The grain leg's plugged up, and I don't know how long it'll take them to get that unplugged, but they'll get it. Just things take a little time.
Way here, we got word that the grain leg.
He's wanting me to fill up a 4-wheeler of corn.
What the?
I see.
Anyway, the grain leg of my house plugged up. Well, the bearded duck has struck. Turned on the wrong conveyor. Turned on the conveyor to the loadout hopper instead of the bin. So I plugged up the grain leg, but they got her emptied out and got her going again. So at least they're dumping beans and back in the grain bin. So we got a little bit of a mess to clean up in the morning. I think the bearded duck should have to do it himself, but we'll see.
Hang on the Volvo or no?
One of us will help him, I'm sure. That corn crew is never quiet for very long. Let's find out how Travis feels about plugging up the leg. Guess you did okay dumping this time, Travis? Didn't plug the leg up, did you?
No, I hit the right button this time.
Well, you just thought it was going to be a cakewalk getting on the bean crew, didn't you?
Well, the bad thing is I done it right the first time.
That's true. You did do. Yep, you did. They're cutting beans here tonight on Denny's West Field. Almost 7:30. The dew hadn't quite settled in, so we're still threshing good. We get the beans out of the pods. So far so good, been a decent day. A few hold-ups, but we're getting there. Kind of keeping up with the beans as they ripen. Hopefully we can just keep cutting day by day.
They're still testing under 10%, so they're plenty dry. We're trying to finish up this 45-acre field for this evening, and we should make it. It's fairly cloudy. You won't get tough too early, I don't think. So another hour, we'll probably have it.
If there's any other farmers out there watching this, I hope you guys are having a safe, bountiful harvest. Definitely be safe out there. Too easy to get hurt. I used to be a professional at it.